Everything about Melina is different. I never thought I'd meet a woman like her, a woman who responds so well to what I have to offer. In fact, she made me realize what I have to offer in the first place. I've never played with anyone the way I play with her, and I never thought I could enjoy anything like it. "I'm glad you enjoyed yourself," I say, feeling dumb for my choice of words. It sounds as if I just provided a service for her. Her little laugh just proves how silly I must have sounded. "I did," she replies. "I really did. I hope you did too. I still don't get what was in this for you. This was so much more for me than it was for you." "How would you know that?" I ask her. "Stop doubting me." Her face scrunches in a way that makes her look a lot younger than she really is, giving her the impression of a pouting little girl. "What do you like about it?" she asks. "Why the silence? Why this room?" "Haven't we talked about this?" I retort, sounding more annoyed than I actually am. "Yes," she says. "You said you don't like what loud noises do to you. Was it loud music? Something like that." She clears her throat and rolls to her side. Supporting herself on her elbow, she looks at me. "That's what you said. It makes you do things you don't like about yourself," she continues. "What did you mean by that?" I sigh, doubting it would be a good idea to be honest about this with her, but she doesn't really give me a choice. I hate lying more than I hate risking repulsion by speaking the truth. I've done some stupid things in the past, I dare to say. My temper and we haven't been the best of friends for most of my life. She casts me a quizzical look, urging me to continue. I've lost it more than once. I snapped, and it often involved a lot of noise, loud noise. Not always music, but more things like gunfire, she assumes correctly. I nod. Gunfire and loud voices, people yelling at each other. It gets to me in a contagious way. She huffs. Doesn't sound like the army was the best place for you to be. It wasn't, but I didn't know that before I joined, I admit. I just wanted to get out of that house and away from my parents, and I needed a good excuse to get out of the responsibilities they tried to push on me. At the time, the army seemed to be the only way out for me. I pause, shaking my head as I stare up at the ceiling, my mind drained with regret. I was just an angry boy back then. A stupid, angry boy. She doesn't say anything, giving me the impression she agrees with me. All the yelling, the brute company, it affects you, especially when you're young, impressionable, and hungry to get out of the golden cage you grew up in, I continue without thinking twice. Of course, I had to adapt. I had to be one of the boys, just as strong, just as invincible. But I didn't know when to stop. I lost control of the persona growing inside me. And then there was one last time when I snapped at the worst imaginable time. I can feel Melina's eyes on me, but I avert her gaze, keeping mine locked on the ceiling above us as the words flow out of me. There has only ever been one single person who heard me say these things before, and I never felt as comfortable with her as I now do with Melina. She will judge me. She will come to her own conclusions after hearing the harsh truth of what kind of person I am. I was treated like a hero when I returned from Romantica, but no one except me could ever set the record straight in that regard. Because everyone else is dead, or lost the ability to remember. It was easy for me to work my way up because dominance and control come to me naturally. I did have a group of men working under my command back then, but in that very situation I wasn't the one who was in charge. I only thought I was, and when one of my comrades disagreed, we got into a nasty argument. Outside the base, at the outskirts of Romantica, was the worst fucking place to fight with your own people, I continue. I was louder, more aggressive, and that's the only reason he gave up fighting me, and we... Fuck. Even after all this time, I can't say the words without choking up. Melina doesn't say a word. She doesn't try to soothe me by uttering phrases that drip with cliché and that I've heard thousands of times before. It's okay, don't worry, it's not your fault. It's bullshit, all of it, and I thank her for refraining from saying any of these things. Instead of speaking, she places her hand on my chest, right above my heart. It's an odd gesture, And something I didn't see coming, but the soft pressure of her hand right on top of my beating heart provides a comfort I've never known before. It almost scares me how pleasant her touch is.